Oh, this is cool. So there's this bird behind me. It's a really cool bird. You hear it? Deep, deep. I love this. I was on a Zoom call the other day. That was it. Yeah, it was actually the third. And a woman heard the bird in the background, and she thought she knew what it was. She couldn't remember the name of it. This is about 8. I just looked at the clock. Looked, I like to say that too. 8:18 in the morning. I like birds. I'm kind of weird that way too, right? So I think it was the whole Hawaii thing. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go move to Hawaii, and then some legal stuff popped up here in Florida, and potentially with my children in Ohio. They just don't. They don't. I'm very violent, people. Okay, got the goatee going. I got like a little bit of an issue with my lip here, so I'm just not gonna shave it right now. Probably actually is ready to shave. I do this just as something different too. And the reason why I even came back to the mainland from the Caribbean was for the meeting of my daughter. And I eventually accepted the fact that through not just SMA, but yeah, they did have a part in it, of course, coastal mental health, and just I don't have any friends, so I'm not gonna rely on people giving their 2 cents on things. And of course, myself as well. Like, well, let's just look at this. We've already kind of experienced this. This is the 7th child I have that who's not gonna know their biological father. These girls are just using sex as an instrument to turn the sperm gatherer, sucker upper into some kind of tool of like hostility, make him look like he's dangerous. They don't provide any evidence, of course, in that. So maybe I continued this when I came back from this, what became just a little trip to you know Hilo and Kona, the Big Island and stuff like that. So I at some point, like, we're talking. I've been communicating with the state of Ohio. That's like a crow or something back there. I'm sure you can hear that one. October of last year, we're looking at September, August, and then July. We're looking at things like, what the hell is going on here? My whole life is all about fatherhood and being with my children, and I had a lot of happiness in that. But then, of course, you have to be bullied and just severely verbally and obviously mentally, emotionally abused by the mother person. And of course, that would continue right into the courts, and they would probably it would actually escalate with regard to the hate crimes and beat down of the disability, and accepting that how really truly blind you are. This is how beautiful it is right now. I might just want to leave it like that instead of myself, right? So I got to the point whereby it's like, well, what is my life anymore? And I kept asking myself this question, like, what is going on anymore? So it's been a blessing that I don't know what the point of this life is anymore. That, well, okay, because hello, what's up? You said it right there, John 15:7. You shall truly, whatever you will, sets this to them, which extends to us. Jesus said it. Whatever you will, you ask and it'll be, it's given everywhere. We know this. It's in the Bible. And Jesus, dude, man was raising the dead. It's just radical, blasting the fuck out of these Pharisees fuckers. So you know, call them good names, you know. But wait, not, probably even worse. Oh, woe to you sheriffs. Oh, woe to you police, you know. These bugs are getting me already. I gotta get out of here. So, yeah, it was probably the 7th, I guess, of January. You know, I've had a few women in Hawaii. Of course, when you come to the mainland, they see dollar signs. Oh, and then, of course, you're from Florida, so you really got money. Not knowing that Daytona Beach. Oh, you're Daytona Beach. Daytona Beach is like one of the poorest, right up there with Florida City areas in all of the state of Florida. Not just Daytona Beach, but you got other areas that are very poor as well. I mean, you got, well, not so much DeBerry, but yeah, Deltona, and then you got probably the land over there, and you can look nice little spots, but it's still just very poor. And, you know, I mean, Ormond Beach has got a few dollars, Daytona Beach shores, but then you got Port Orange. I don't know about that. They don't have as whole, not as much as, like, you know, suburbs of Miami. You know, you got like Sunny Isles Beach, you got Bell Harbor, Miami Beach, which is, you know, South Beach, Mid Beach, North Beach. Coral Gables. You don't have that, like, those kind of things around here. Damn, these bugs are really starting to get me. And then, okay, well, and one of the reasons why I'm here is like, okay, well, I gotta be by the coast somewhere, but, you know, my daughter, maybe one of these 7 children are gonna get to know their biological father. You can look at the stats. There's no way around it. There's absolutely no way around it. Children are complete, total, first of all, psychological mess without knowing their biological father or one of their mother or father, you know. And me, it's just blatantly kept away from the children by the mother, and of course, obviously, the state just doesn't want to get involved. Like, what the fuck? We don't want to be involved. We don't want to be involved in this. But Children and Family Services. Well, obviously, I'd be Police Department of Cuyahoga County, Sheriff's Offices, Children and Family Services, Ohio Job and Family Services. To get dollars to your children, like, how are they gonna survive? You know, you don't get these updates. You know, that was the biggest thing that was really bothering me. But you know what? What if it's not about that anymore? What if it's about just a better will, a different will? It doesn't make any sense, but obviously it's not working in this country. There's not one, I'm not kidding you, there's not one fucking situation where I look at that and say, wow, that's strong. And why I'm on this, you know, I'm doing these videos for my YouTube channel and obviously Facebook and other situations for people to see me every single day to see what health is. That's working. I can't deny that. Wow, yeah, I just thought about that. That's cool, man. This is just too much. I gotta keep it right here. It's like, what do you need to see me for? I'm the most gorgeous man in my glamorous, delusional idea. So you should see me instead of the beautiful view of the sun rising on the east side of the building. We're looking west here. This is toward the golf course. The better view of the golf course is one building over, or either side. But we've got this swimming pool here. Maybe powers to be kept it that way so they wouldn't see as much. The golfers wouldn't be distracted as much as people just running around playing in the swimming pool and stuff like that. But I'm trying to like, what is going on? Something's got to give here. And I just really been living my life day by day, not even day by day, but just like right now, you know. And it's different. I talked about my new will, if you will, in the previous video I just posted on my YouTube channel. That it's just a different. Something's got to give differently, you know. It's like the issue with regard to the MS. Something's got to change, and it was my diet of all things. Who would have thought, you know, like a neurological autoimmune disorder thing. It's got to be a leaky gut. Is that what it is? Really? Who would have thought? So, I mean, yeah, women. I love sexy women. You know, black. Prefer, but then you run into the issue of, oh, they see you and they just think, oh, get me out of my neighborhood or get me out of my lifestyle of having to be poor and live. I want to live on your white man's dollars. I'm like, Is that what you want me for? I was always preferred to black girls, and then of course you run into the, and her skin's a color mocha, she will wear you out. The Arabic women are hot too. Then you got the Indonesian women, yeah, that's cool, who are having that skin tone and sexy look, you know, of course. Palestinian women, but yeah, the Philippines, Thailand, they're not like, you know, dyeing their skin. So there's other options out there, but authentically, really, I keep thinking about my grandiose self. You should keep seeing me, but the reality is, I'm looking at my look at this. I can be grandiose all day long. Just keep it on me, but look at this. I was playing with the birds early on. That's a crow. They're not cool. I mean, I think they're cool, I guess, but so that's where we are, you know. Today's the third day of the week. It's one of those kind of things, you know. It's like you get the, what do you call that thing? The holy day on that Monday, so it's a shortened week kind of thing. And of course, today's Wednesday, so it's 6th of July, 2022. And anyway, here we are, and it's a new life, but it's a situation whereby I'm wondering anymore. And I'm not kidding you, as a person who wanted me dead. They thought that I'd be worth more to them dead. So it's like, just the talk of that. The talk of getting life insurance on me. Which, if you want a life insurance on, you can get a much bigger policy and just live off of that. Under the white man system, if you want to do it that way. But no, they don't want it that way. They want their OCD only their way. But they're so desperate for any kind of dollars. And I'm not saying you need to go work for your dollars either. You know, I've been quite adamant about that. I got to change a lot of things, but you're in a situation whereby you're not doing drugs, you're not alcohol, you're taking care of your body, you're strong, stable. And as much as I've reversed these neurological diseases, and I should be proud of it, I am. You're still despised by these fucking law enforcement people, the courts. But you know what? I honor that. So anyway, it's like my life. What is my life anymore? I don't care anymore. I just whatever. It's the complete opposite of OCD. You're not trying to control anything. Nothing obsessive about anything. I gotta obsessively just do this. I gotta get that. When you don't have any will anymore, you have no life. My life means nothing anymore. That's where I've been. Since accepting that my life, what is my life anymore? Really, I think it was the 7th of January, and then all of a sudden I started talking to a woman I met in Hawaii. We started chatting. But before she disappeared, like a month later, you know. They make all these promises, and they just like, So, I'm actually finding power in there's no life anymore. My life, whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. There's nothing here. And I can go ahead and relate that to areas in the Bible, the Gospels. Jesus talks about who he who gives away his life will save it. But I would like to have some wills and desires and stuff. And yeah, be into my Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Cleveland, I guess it's not the Indians anymore, the Guardians or something. Just into basketball. Shot hoops a little bit last year. Man, it's been a long time. I didn't really miss a beat. Really strange, but just can't. Been going like this since 2015. Haven't been able to have the longevity, the endurance to continue with this. And it's nice. People could do a good job of turning me into some kind of abuser, dangerous person. And people go along with it. They like that. They don't want evidence of his absolute gentleness, calmness, perfect record. And that's a situation whereby I still at the same time, it's like I don't want to go out there and legitimize the fact that they don't want to even get into evidence, they being police, sheriffs, courts, the government in general. The reality, though, is that, yeah, the people who have done investigations of me, Social Security, for example, administration, you know, they found that I'm disabled, 1997. And they've done, you know, recaps of these things. They do reviews. Oh, he's blind. He's got LHON, and he's got MS. You know, these different things. You're disabled, but the reality is, he is improving. That's quite impressive, right? I guess, but that doesn't. They did the review, and it is what it is. 12% of people are considered disabled. That's a big deal, but sometimes you can get evidence in courts. But even then, like, now we're legitimizing these fucks. So I'm enjoying my integrity, the dignity that you experience here through this Jason Warner. And then it's the same thing. There's a football player named Jason Warner. There's other Jason Warners out there. There's Jason Warner who's got I think some kind of Formula One racing team. He's a racer, like, you know. So like now you're, you know, lifting up the name of Jason Warner, you know. But whatever. I mean, and you know, I guess he's a reasonable guy, good dude, you know, a football player, and of course, it's a good name. I mean, the names you don't want to have is to be named Hussein, you know, Saddam Hussein, or, you know, Barack. It's a good name, Blessing. Barack. Hussein Obama, I guess. I don't know. And other, you know, Jack. I don't know. Thinking about these, you know, serial killer people. You know, you don't want to be named the same as them. Whatever. My life is what it is, and it doesn't mean anything anymore. But you know what? I'm getting through. Maybe I'm happier. I don't know. I just, one of those things, like, when your life means nothing anymore. It seems to be working better, and I'm still improving, I guess. But that doesn't mean anything anymore anyway. It's like a lot of these different things. I watch some Alan Watts stuff. He's big into the whole Wu Wei thing. It's your own family. You're a little tool for your family. Like, what the fuck? Forget this, man. So I'm wearing socks right now, so I knew I was gonna run into an issue potentially of bugs. We're gonna keep this under 20 minutes. So, yeah, I'm just, not thinking about next year. You know, what's the value going to be of this crypto or this real estate or whatever the case might be, or just, you know, maybe it's a lease on something, or a boat or a car or a scooter, whatever somebody might be into, you know, in this country, or, you know, later on this hole, whatever hole you're on, starting off with the first hole and getting to the 9th and the 18th. I'm just focused on this one swing right now. And actually, I'm focused on just, you know, stretching for the swing, and then I'm gonna go through the fairway and then, yeah, onto the, well, not onto, but just keep focusing on getting the ball into the hole, you know. Of course, I gotta talk about this, you know. But anyway, yeah, when your life means nothing anymore, it's actually working better. And I guess the biggest thing is, you know, you're a father, you're gonna be with your children, you're gonna provide for your children. Something's gotta change. These women in this country are just, yeah, I'm rare. I don't do cow's milk cheese. I don't do birds, animals, or fish. I mean, I love them. That's why I don't, you know, of course. No television. These are very offensive things, y'all. Doctors, they're alright. They're just still. It's not like this, like the pool people are out here right now. Oh, they are. Never mind. Try to keep them off the video. We can go ahead and end it here anyway, though.